What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video today. Now, a lot of you know I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. If you didn't, immediately, the first thing that came to your head that I'm a bandwagon. I could say all I want about explaining how I'm not. I was there on I wasn't actually there, but I was watching on Chris Mullin night when we traded Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut. I was there during the We Believe era. I kind of started becoming more of a fan when I got NBA 2K11 in 2010. But anyway, that's not really the point I'm trying to get across now. I can explain that in another video. Today, Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Now, a majority of you would know Kevin Durant got injured. Now, me being a Warriors fan, this really kind of, it's not that good. I think there was a lot of controversy leading up to it, and a lot of controversy now about whether he was healthy or not, whether he was right to play. So right now, we're going to watch the injury. I know I've already seen it multiple times. I watched it happen live. And when it happened live, I was pretty upset. I mean, as I should. If it happened to your team, I'm assuming you'd be upset as well. Now, obviously, during our dynasty we have now, we've had a lot of injuries on opposing teams, which have quote unquote helped us. We've had the Kawhi injury, I think 2 years ago. We've had Chris Paul's injury last year. Obviously, that Chris Paul injury, that's probably the least impactful in my opinion. The Kawhi Leonard one's probably the most impactful, but that Chris Paul injury, it didn't really impact the series that much. I didn't feel like Chris Paul being there, and it showed this year. Chris Paul being on the Rockets, it didn't actually help. If anything, it was worse. Chris Paul, I mean, he's a great playmaker, he's a great player overall, but I think he is quite overrated. Not like massively overrated, but I think for what it was made out to say about how well we did against that team back when he got injured and had that hamstring problem, I don't think he was rated, he was kind of overrated a little bit, thinking that they could have won against us. But I think that the Kyrie Irving injury, I think there was a small amount of Warriors fans that laughed at what happened then, and also with the Kevin Love injury, when he dislocated his shoulder in the preview. I think it was the conference finals against the Celtics. I think Kelly Olynyk dislocated his arm. I know that's a horrible thing that happened, but I love competitive series. I love this series at the moment, but the reason that I feel that it's competitive is because of injuries. Now, obviously, you can say that it's because of karma, because we've gone through, through this dynasty, we've had a lot of injuries. Like I said, we've gone against teams that have had to fight through a lot of injuries. But it is a part of basketball. That's why I'm fine with what's happening at the moment with Clay's injury. He's had 120 games straight, playoff games straight, and he hasn't missed one. But now he's missed his first one. I think it was Game 3, sorry. And obviously, KD's missed this entire series. So, I mean, what happened today was horrible. We're going to watch it now, and there is a slow motion. I don't even want to watch it now, but there was a slow motion of it that happened. That was on Bleacher Report. You can go see. You can see the Achilles has snapped. You can see his leg kind of wobble. It just looks absolutely horrible. We're going to watch it now. This is the play here. You can see there he's kind of start hobbling again. I'm going to turn that down a little bit because it's a bit loud. But, yeah, so you can hear the commentators. Durant's down. But just take a look here. Alright, so we've got the faces here. This guy doesn't really know what's going on. This girl, I don't know if she knows what she's doing here. But these kind of guys here, they know, these two here, they know what's going on. Especially like these guys back here, they're kind of not looking, they're kind of looking, peering what's happening. But what happens next is kind of disgusting. There's a lot of fouls. You can see that these guys over here they're pointing and kind of shout, they're kind of laughing at it. Now these people paid a good amount of money to be here. There's people, pointing, and you can hear the crowd that's cheering now. Now you can see Kyle Lowry, I think it was Kyle Lowry, he tried to kind of calm the crowd down here, because as you can hear, the crowd's getting a lot louder now as they're getting up. So Kyle Lowry's kind of helping him off. Now there is the video of Drake who's kind of distraught, you could see. I hope that is real emotion from Drake. You can see here, just as he puts his right leg down, you can see it kind of wobble there. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, I don't know exactly what it is, but you can see there was a guy. Let me just go back a tiny bit here. I'm going to have to slow it down for you guys. Let me just quickly play back. Let me just slow it down. There's a guy that stands up on the baseline over here, and he starts to wait. There's this guy here. I say that's a good shot there. This guy with the Raptors jersey on. There's a photo of him from this camera angle, and he's actually waving, like saying goodbye to Durant. I think that's completely immature. I'm not just saying that as a Warriors fan. I'm saying that I think if anyone from any other team besides probably the Raptors and the Warriors, if you had a legitimate opinion on this, you would think that that is a disgusting act. Obviously, this guy's paid multiple thousands of dollars to be there, to attend a courtside game of Game 5. I'll play it back properly now and watch the rest of it. So yeah, I mean, he's going down here. You can see this. I mean, I don't really want to keep watching it, but the one thing I do want to watch here is this Bob Myers interview. Now, I watched this at first, and it was absolutely. It was hard to watch. I mean, you can just watch it. If you haven't watched it, I'll link in the description. You can go watch it for yourself. But yeah, it is quite shocking. I'll be quiet for the majority of it. But yeah, I'll let you guys watch it, and I'll talk after it.
Kevin had it's an Achilles injury. I don't know the extent of it. He'll have an MRI tomorrow. Prior to coming back, he went through 4 weeks with our medical team, and it was thorough, and it was experts and multiple MRIs and multiple doctors. And we felt good about the process. He was cleared to play tonight. That was a collaborative decision. I don't believe there's anybody to blame, but I understand this world. And if you have to, you can blame me. I run our basketball operations department, and let me tell you something about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant loves to play basketball, and the people that questioned whether he wanted to get back to this team were wrong. And I'm not here to... He's one of the most misunderstood people. He's a good teammate. He's a good person. It's not fair.
Alrighty guys, so that is the video there. You can tell he is absolutely distraught. It is a horrible situation, and the fact that he wants to put the blame on himself is worse. I know there's a lot of people that haven't watched this video. Now, I'm not looking for anything, I mean, this is going to be, if we do happen to win this championship, this will be our 4th in 5 years. I mean, I'm not looking for any sympathy, but I think the way that it was treated, the way that the fans in the arena reacted, and the way that on social media there's been a lot of videos come out. There's a video, if I find it, I'll put it on the screen right now. I won't have the audio, but just imagine the audio of Raptors fans in a bar. It's up on the TV, the game's up on the TV, and they all start cheering and chanting. I'll play the video for you guys now so you can take a look. So yeah, it's just completely, I mean, obviously I can't judge the entire Raptors fan base on this. I've experienced what other Raptors fans are experiencing right now, getting kind of blamed for the situation and kind of getting stereotyped for the situation. What's happening to kind of me for that Kyrie Irving injury. I mean, obviously, if the Raptors go on to win this series, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, it's because of the Kevin Durant injury. Well, it's not, because injuries happen to every single team. Injuries happen to the Cavs. Injuries happen to the Raptors, even though I haven't really had to struggle with any injuries so far this series. But every single team goes through injuries, and it's a part of the NBA. It's a part of life. Everyone's going to go through it, but it isn't right to stereotype an entire team. So that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not going to stereotype the entire Raptors fan base and say that they're all people that go around saying that, go around celebrating when Kevin Durant gets injured. There's also another video I want you guys to play. You might have to watch it a couple of times. I'll play it twice so you guys can see it. But basically, I'll explain what happens after. Just take a look. So basically what happened, there was a Raptors fan that ran up behind a Warriors fan in Toronto after the game and coward punched him, and then the Warriors mate chased after that fella, and another guy came up and hooked around that guy's neck as the video ends. I mean, it's unneeded from both teams. I mean, I don't know who aggravated it. Maybe something was said, but I think it was just a disgusting act. Obviously, there's been disgusting acts from the Warriors. I'm not going to blame anything. I just want you guys to know what it's like see what it's like from my point of view. I'm not biased in any way. Obviously, I'm biased, but I'm not going to go out and, as I said, stereotype an entire fan base because of it. So, guys, let me know what you think down below. Did you guys watch the game? Did you watch the injury live? What do you think about the injury? Who do you go for? Actually, leave a few things. Who do you go for, and what's your opinion on the injury? I'm hoping there are some responses down below. I'll respond to all of you. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.